The old song sings Þvabrúknir brúnar svo við fríðan strand, í nýra sonos ek niserlas farand, því var að holdist þakk ek njugnoslas óvír. When broke breakers of a frothing strand, Ymnir sands not unseen went, for the Holt's eaves were not eyeless above. In the age before the seven suns, when an even deeper darkness pressed down upon the gnarling woodland north of Murmurmere, a strange people came into the woods from the east. None now remembered their origins, and if any yet remain, they have not been seen for a long time. They were called the Holderfolk, the forest people. Later they were also named Holdolvir, the woodland elves, but that was in a time in which they had already passed into legend. When this forest people saw that Ymnir and his sons had landed untouched upon the shore, they were greatly afraid, for the worldworms guarded those coasts with a fearful jealousy in that time. Therefore the woodland folk withdrew into the shadows of the canopy, watching their every move. Only when the youngest son of Ymnir, Smurdin was his name, went to fell a tree with his axe, did they suddenly appear, to the astonishment of the men. Their tall, horned figures reminding of the dark Lothiel with which their ancestors battled at the end of the Nighting Age, and which Ymnir in his tongue had named Deloy. But the Holderfolk did not seek to harm them. They emerged with raised hands, with warning gestures, with fearful glances. The trees from which the tall beings had emerged, it was clear, were not to be touched by metal's bite. Ymnir and his sons motioned then that they sought shelter, so as to rest from the long journey that lay now behind. Acknowledging this, the Holderfolk drew them in among the eaves, and led them by tendrils and twine that was draped between the dark and lofty timbers. The long trek through leaf and fern finally yielded to a hollow clearing in the wood, revealing to Ymnir and his sons a village built of stone. Yet the size of the stones no man could have moved, and they wondered what strength or power this strange people possessed that the fathers of men had long lost. For once, it is said, the sons of Odin could sing stone into shape and speak wood into fine obedience, as dwarfs still are said to can. 1 fortnight long they spent in that hollow, and then Ymnir's house became witness to the reason for the dreadful worship the Holderfolk offered the trees. In the dead of night, the 4 sons of Furoth were roused by the sound of a great wind roaring through the leaves. When they strode out into the dim light of fresh fires, they beheld, high and horrible, a dark Loy striding through the pillars of the dark Holt's halls. Yet it did not have a hide of metal, as had the spirits with which the Dawnfair had fought. Its hide was as that of an oak, and in its arms it bore to the waiting Holderfolk great timbers, as though in reward for their solemn obedience.
Thank you for watching the second episode of 12 in the series called The Curse of Ymnir, which is a series about the origins of the children of Ymnir, an important people in the novel The House of Noth, which will be re-releasing for its 5th year anniversary on the 31st of October 2026 next year. Make sure to like the video and to subscribe to the channel to keep an eye on what is going on. We will be releasing further episodes on the 1st of every month, leading up to the re-release of the book. We have also been working on a Discord channel to help build up our community, and there are a lot of other exciting things in the pipeline, so keep an eye on the channel and on the social media. Take a look at our website to see what is coming up.